How's it going, JDM crew? If the microphone's picking up the inline 6 that you're hearing, it is a 2JZ. We've got this pretty wild transmission here. I know this is not stock. We have 6-speed right here, and it sounds incredible. Definitely grabs, but surprisingly the clutch and everything, it's relatively smooth. Definitely like this. And well, welcome to the channel. If you guys are new here, welcome to JDM EXPO. I'm John, and I'm here to introduce to you this Toyota Supra. It's got a bunch of mods. I'm not sure what else it's got, but overall very smooth running. And yeah, for this interior, it's done right. I mean, other than we've got this fiber shell. It's actual carbon fiber, but it goes over the plastic here. And yeah, I'm just we got this Nardi steering wheel here. We've got Recaro seats, but for the most part, the rest of the panels and even the headliner, like everything's stock. Yeah, back seats are stock. Not much room there for full-size adults unless you get everybody really cramped in there. But yeah, overall pretty comfortable. What you would expect from a Supra for at least the driver and shotgun here. Yeah, and so this transmission, I'm not sure the details on this, but definitely runs pretty nicely. This is very interesting. Definitely the power delivery is pretty good. We're not going to be getting too wild here. It's a little slick. And we just had some rain earlier. We've got 57,000 kilometers on the clock, though, so this is relatively low. About 35,000 miles, I would say. I'd have to do the calculation, something like that. Yeah, there's not really much else to tell you about the interior here because I don't have any wild gauges or anything. Everything's pretty OEM here. Now, the only thing I'm really questioning is the transmission here and whatever other mods we've got under the hood. As you can see, we are kind of lacking the audio system here, so the previous owner took that out. Probably one of those more expensive Navi systems. They probably switched to their new car. And that really grabs. When I shift into the gear, it's like... So... hearing the turbine spool up nicely. I mean, the tune is very smooth running. I don't know if it's just OEM with a couple of parts or if there's like a tune in there. It doesn't feel too crazy though, so that's good. But it is very responsive though. Just the slightest touch to the pedal, add a little more throttle, I can definitely just hear that. Yeah, I'm not sure if the mic is picking that up. It's not as loud as some of the other ones. So overall, like, yeah, no issues with that. We do have some nice aftermarket wheels and tires on here. A little bit lower profile, so I'm definitely getting a bit of road noise here, but yeah, definitely like to hear that. Alright, yeah, and fast enough to get up to 6th gear. Here, cruising at highway speeds. And yeah, going through all the gears is no problem whatsoever. It does make a little bit more noise, but it grabs nicely. I just really wish I knew what brand that was, but just very smooth engagement all the way through. Clutch is feeling fine. And that throttle response, like even when I'm in this higher gear, I just ease into it and I just start picking up real nicely here. Well guys, we're about to be at the warehouse here shortly, so I'll give you guys the walk around the outside. You're gonna love the paint on this one. Definitely the exterior is looking gorgeous. I'll see you guys there in a minute. Alrighty, well, just that interior walkthrough that I was telling you guys about. Good old headliner is in good shape there. And yeah, as you can see, these Recaros, well, I'll show you the one that I'm sitting in right now also. Carpets, no Navi or audio deck, so you guys can put whatever you want. We got the harness and mounting stuff, the brackets are in there and everything. So, oh, and we'll show you the mileage here. And there it is, a little over 57,000 kilometers. And the dash and everything is there. And this is a 6-speed. So I'll show you the VIN number here shortly so you guys can look. This is a 93 made in November. So, oh, as you can see, yeah, with these Recaros, it's not too hard to get back here. So there you go. And if you scoot up a little bit, you know, it's plenty of room. But if you're more than 6 foot, it might be a little troublesome in here. So yeah, overall though, you can see the interior's looking great. Yeah, we got that Nardi steering wheel there. And as you can see here, you can hear it. It's not vinyl covering, that's actual carbon fiber that they put the mold on there and everything. You can see these door panels and all that. It's looking good. And I'll pop the trunk, we'll have a look. And I already popped the hood, so... Alright, so I'm gonna have a look at the trunk here. And as you can see, the hydraulics are working pretty nicely there. It's holding it up. We do have this, I think it's 6-disc CD changer there. Yeah, there we go. And so you can take out the cartridge, do that stuff. It's got the wiring hooked up to the front there, so you can hook it up to whatever audio deck that you got. It's carpet's looking good, got the tools and everything there. So yeah. And I definitely want to get into that engine bay here and show you. I mean, check out this stance, by the way. So we do have bigger brake rotors, which is good. We do have coilovers. There we go. Come on. Oh wait. Yeah. So suspension is doing real well here. Actually, Tim, cut that. Alright, so just briefly look at this. I believe it's OEM on the suspension with, let's see here. With at least it's a pretty good ride actually, and you can look at these big old rotors here. So we got some slotted rotors and some nice wheels here. So these are 235s in the back. You can see it sits pretty flush, which is nice, good offset. And you can see we got slotted rotors here in the front, looks pretty good. And it definitely a firm pedal feel, so these are definitely taken care of. And let's see if you can see underneath there. So it's OEM suspension. I think they may have upped the spring rate, or at least put better shocks on it, because the ride comfort is pretty good. Just don't know for sure. You can check with our sales team on some of those details, but overall, when you look at the kit and the wheels and the stance here, it's looking good, very comfortable. And here we have the engine bay. As you can see, we got some additional plumbing here. We have this sequential blow-off valve there, Supra SQV. You can get some numbers there for you if you guys are curious about this. I'm not sure how well this is showing up because of the reflection there. Let's check over here for those digits. There you guys go. You can check that out. And so yeah, I double checked on that. It is in the database with the manual transmission. And I'm not sure which one they put in here though, because it does feel upgraded over the stock one. So as you can see, the additional plumbing here and nice front mount. I am not sure the brand on this. You check with our sales guys. But because of the other parts being HKS, I am pretty positive it could be an HKS setup overall. You can see they got nice tubing through there, so plenty of flow from the twin turbos going through that intercooler and giving you some good power there. And, you know, being twin, you know, the original setup, it's still pretty responsive. It feels like it's opened up a bit, because even when you just ease into it a little bit, even at highway speeds, it just picks up real fast. So really nice. But as you can see, there's nothing really too crazy about the mods. Not even the strut tower bar or full suspension setup. But if you're looking for more OEM style ride, this is definitely it. But just a little bit more performance. I mean, it sounds and feels good while driving down the highway, so definitely performance. And you guys get a good old view there. Nice. And yeah, I was actually pretty surprised when this one arrived, just the body styling. And not to mention, we don't get too many red ones through here. Usually get the silver, white, and black ones. Those are very popular and very common, especially the silver. So to see this. It's definitely eye candy. And of course, for those of you in the States, I know red cars and cops don't really go together. Definitely gets a lot of attention. And of course, because this is a really nice looking Supra, it definitely is going to draw a lot of attention. So you might want to be careful with that if you're considering this. It's definitely a head turner though. When I was driving over here, lots of folks just glancing, even the truckers were just like, oh, Supra. So not usually the same reaction when I'm driving to your usual silver. So absolutely beautiful. Well, there you have it, crew. Another Supra through the JDM EXPO inventory, and this one is definitely a looker. 93, made in November, so definitely eligible for import into the US. But look at this. Definitely the lines on this are really good, and just a couple minor mods there just for good engine response. And really, I'm not seeing a whole lot else being added to it. I mean, even the exhaust is kind of OEM style, but it sounds good. So definitely, just like when you saw the interior, I was driving along here. I'm not sure how much the microphone was picking it up, but definitely you can hear the turbine spooling up, and you know, with that intake there, it definitely is just opened up so you could hear it nicely while you're driving around. So, but overall, you know, nothing too crazy. You know, with these wheels though, and these tires in low profile, I know some of you might not like the ride, but overall with the suspension, it was actually fairly comfortable, though just a little bit more road noise because of the lower profile tires in there. And I mean, overall it wasn't bad, because you've seen some of our others, or if you haven't, check out our other videos for highly modified Supras. It can get pretty crazy and loud. But alright guys, you know what to do. If you're looking for more information, email us, info@jdm-expo.com. You know, our sales team can answer any of your questions about this or any of the vehicles. If you're looking for something else, they can definitely help you out there, tell you a little bit more about the process. And if you instant message us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those will go to our sales team. They'll be able to get back to you within about 24 hours. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and you know, as always, you know, you can definitely subscribe for more content, and we've got plenty of that, especially if you're into JDM cars. We've got a couple of other drive-alongs and everything like that. Got a couple of POV videos you can enjoy, and get the JDM experience right there on your phone or computer, wherever you guys are in the world, and you can enjoy some of that JDM lifestyle. Alright, take care now. I'll see you guys in the next video.